It is the kind of news that makes you stop in your tracks. Val Kilmer, the intense, brooding Hollywood icon who soared as Iceman in Top Gun and brought Batman to life in Batman Forever, has died at 65. His passing marks more than just the end of a career. It feels like the curtain has fallen on a whole era of movies where charisma mattered as much as special effects. A heartthrob, a rebel, a true original, Kilmer's legacy is layered, messy, and fascinating. And honestly, would we want it any other way? Let's take a moment to remember who Val Kilmer really was. Not just the guy behind the mask or aviator sunglasses, but the man who dated Cher, Cindy Crawford, and Angelina Jolie. Yes, really. He was Hollywood's most unexpected ladies' man, and then, just like that, he stepped away. 20 years without a girlfriend. Can you believe it? But perhaps that was the point. Val was never quite built for the spotlight, even if the camera loved him. Tom Cruise, his co-star in Top Gun, reportedly held a moment of silence for him. And when someone like Cruise, who rarely breaks composure, takes that kind of pause, you know the loss cuts deep. Kilmer's battles were never hidden. His voice, stolen by cancer, became a symbol of his strength rather than weakness. Through experimental voice AI and raw determination, he stayed connected with his fans and his art. It was never about giving up. It was about finding a way forward, even when the path was unrecognizable. And speaking of raw truth, Real Housewives star Teddi Mellencamp shared some harrowing news of her own. 4 more brain tumors. Yes, 4. The reality star, who has openly documented her fight with melanoma, now faces another cruel twist. And while some might flinch at such honesty, Mellencamp has turned her story into something bigger than herself. She is showing us what grit looks like in real time. But she is not alone. Bobby Sherman, the 60s heartthrob who once made teenage hearts flutter with a single glance, is now in the final chapter of his own fight. His wife has revealed that, piece by piece, his body is shutting down. It is gutting, no doubt. But there's a strange kind of grace in her words, a love that has withstood fame, time, and now, mortality itself. And in case that was not enough emotion for 1 week, Rick Harrison from Pawn Stars has made headlines too. His son's tragic death, linked to the border drug crisis, has led to Harrison's bold praise for former President Donald Trump's immigration stance. Politics aside, the pain behind Harrison's words is painfully clear. Sometimes grief has a volume that no one can turn down. So, what's going on in Hollywood? There is glamour, yes. But behind the scenes, there is loss, resilience, and the kind of realness you cannot fake, even with the best PR team in the business. Even James Bond is facing backlash. A fresh, exotic new vision for the franchise has sparked online chaos. Some love it, others loathe it. Sound familiar? Maybe change always feels uncomfortable, until it becomes the new classic. And then there is Pierce Brosnan. While everyone else fights battles, his heart, apparently, is still singing for his wife. Years after the red carpets and Bond tuxedos, he remains one of the rare Hollywood men who never stopped saying, "I choose you." That, folks, might be the most rebellious thing in showbiz. Val Kilmer is gone. Teddi Mellencamp is still fighting. Bobby Sherman is saying goodbye. And in the middle of it all, life keeps moving, famous or not. So, what do we take from all of this? Maybe it's that legacies are not made in press releases or premieres. They are made in how we love, how we fall, how we rise again, however messy that rise may be. And if that is not Hollywood, what is?